Hello and welcome to the first ever Flexline Media round coverage, bringing you final round lead card at the Christchurch leg of the COVID Crisis Recovery Tour. My name is Chris Hoopmann, the founder of Flexline Media, and I am joined for commentary by Willie, Ratana, RPM Disc ambassador and founder of the Disc Bros. Thanks for coming on board, Willie.
Thanks for having me, man. It's good to be here.
Here's some shots of such a great day. So firstly, big thanks to Anthony Rodgers for running not just this event, but all three across the country. Such a good job getting people back out competing after the shutdown.
Yeah, definitely good to see Anthony out here putting this on for everyone after the lockdown. It's good to be able to get together with people all across the country and just have a bit of fun, you know. So, yeah.
Lead card we can see here. We've got John Hughes, Zach Taylor, Anthony Rodgers, and Willie Ratana. John Hughes, great round.
Hey mate, look, he come from nowhere. A bit of a ultimate background, I think he has, and yeah, just a solid round on the safari course that we put together.
Hole 1 here, 171 metres going the champ tee. Pretty wide open field shot here.
Yeah, so pretty much where those posts are, we're seeing on the screen now, that's where you want to get your drive. A little bit past that, it's about 110 metres to the post, so if you can push a distance drive out that far, then you're good for your second shot.
I think John's turned it over a bit too much here.
Yeah, so on this hole, John threw his Champ Monarch, and there was a ripping headwind. Yeah, unlucky for him, he turned it over straight into the out of bounds.
Not a common out of bounds to hit there.
No, but he learnt pretty quickly after that. So here we got Zach. He's throwing his Discraft Force on the forehand, which is his favoured shot selection. So yeah,
got it there quite nice.
That's it. Yeah, got it there really good. Looking for a good second shot. I think Anthony here is throwing his Avery Jenkins Destroyer
on a rope.
Got a nice flex, yeah. So he got just before the post there. So he should have a nice second shot approaching the basket.
Willie, what are you throwing here?
Mate, I'm throwing a P McB Destroyer just into the headwind, nice and stable. Just looking to push it out to the left of the post because last time I was right underneath it and gave me a bit of a obstructed second shot.
John with his second.
Yeah, and he's throwing the same thing, the Monarch. A little bit high, nose up. So, but he's out in the open for a nice third shot. This one's par 4, so there's a little bit of movement there for up shots and to still say par. I think here Zach's throwing his Zone ESP Discraft. Left a little bit short, but Zach's got a good putt. Here I'm throwing the RPM Kia, which
preferred
is
upshot disc for you.
mate. It's probably the most thrown disc in my bag.
Nice and parked up nicely.
Yeah, so we're good for
slight obstruction here for Anthony, but post shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll swing it out wide. Looks like he's got, I think, possibly a Firebird here. Beautiful shot. Got a little bit of a skip there, so he should be within the circle 1.
Long look here for John.
John is throwing, I think he's throwing his Gatekeeper. Yeah, he threw it quite a bit on this.
It's a great disc for this.
It is.
Course.
Yeah, especially with that little bit of a wind. It's quite stable, that one. Here we go with Zach's putt. Oh,
just never really gave it a chance.
Yeah, didn't have the height.
And John kind of going over the basket there, and he actually finds OB.
And John was a little bit nervous coming into the on the lead card and then in front of the camera. So great putt there by Anthony, putting with his judges, and just shanked that one with my P2.
Looks like you may have had some nerves as well coming into the round.
I was too busy focusing on trying to get John out of his nervousness.
Very casual putt there from the OB. Got quite a casual style, doesn't he, John?
He does. He's very casual. He takes about 10 seconds on the tee pad and he just gets on there and lets it rip. So a
few tap outs here.
There we go. Par for Zach. So that's hole 1 done, and moving on to hole 2.
60 metres, it's right in front. Got some OB in the creek on the right and long of the basket that you need to be careful for.
Yep.
What are you throwing here?
Ideally, you want to throw just a soft putter, straight up the guts, something like a Tui or a Navia, but a lot of people do throw like a Kia forehand. And I think that's what Anthony's ripping.
Nice flex shot.
Yeah, beautiful.
Parked up. Easy as.
Yeah, it's just nice and open on the left-hand side, so it's good for that Kia forehand. You can just follow that line. A little bit short, but should have a nice putt there. Zach's ripping his ESP zone. Zach has been predominantly throwing forehands out on the courses. He does have a good backhand, but I think he favours that forehand quite a bit. And yeah, he's pretty solid with that.
Quite nice. Skipping up behind the basket. Really safe putt from behind the basket.
Yeah, you're not throwing at the water, so you're pretty safe with that option. I think John's throwing his Comet. Turned it over a little bit, but he should be safe. I think, there we go.
Just landing, just safe of the OB.
Yeah. Nice and cash. Putting with the daggers. He takes, honestly, like 10 seconds to get a shot at. Nah.
Just rocks up to the disc and throws it in.
Yeah. And he said that's his style that he likes.
Yeah.
He likes to be nice and cash.
Great birdie there, Willie.
Yeah. Putting with the P2s.
With your custom stamp.
Yeah, with the custom stamp. A little bit of a story behind that, but we won't go into that today. Zach here putting with his AVR 3s. Zach's also ripping the friction gloves, and I've seen quite a few people rock these, and I'm sort of on the fence about them.
There's a bit of rain throughout the day, so they are
definitely
been handy for wet weather.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we see him missing the putt there, but still collects the par.
I think it's something you've got to get used to, and you just got to give it a go. You're never going to know unless you have a go.
Hole 3, 17 metres. Common forehand hole, just to get around these branches we see above the basket. But we also got to look out for the hill that the basket's on.
Yeah,
a few rollaways are very possible.
So guys can go low, just under the trees, and throw just like a mid-range shot and just get a bit of a skip up the little hill, or most people just throw the wide forehand
or turnover
something, or the turnover shot with something like a P-Walker. I think Anthony here's thrown his Justice, left a little bit short but got a nice roll,
so right on top of the hill there, so
that's the preferred line, with something quite overstable, just hang it out a little bit to the left and just hopefully get a nice roll up the little mound there.
Pushing out a little bit more left than you would hope.
Yeah, a little bit wide, but it's an end of a Firebird, and it does get a nice little skip and roll on it. So not too bad for the putt.
John showing off his forehand.
Yep, John's thrown his Monarch here again. I think that's his fastest disc in his bag, so he does throw it quite a bit. Here's Zach with his ESP zone, probably his preferred forehand disc. Nice and soft.
Great line there.
Yeah, beautiful.
Just down. Up pin high, rolling around to that right hand side. Slightly uphill putt here.
It's it was a little bit slippery earlier on. The first round was a bit wet. But managed to get the bird.
For slow-mo here.
Oh, here we go. Man, look at that.
Not the biggest putt, but
awesome to see that.
Feels good. Feels good at the start of the round.
It does feel good. You got to start well.
Drop the
bit
disc.
Of a slip there. Yeah, a bit nervous. Haven't really been on a league car before, so
And Zach also with that uphill
nice
putt.
Zach. Oh, slow-mo for Zach.
Slow-mo
as well.
Yeah, there it is.
Zach's just changed up to the AVR 3s. He was putting with the Doodoo's. But he managed to get a couple of them, so I think he wanted to just keep that consistency. Here's Anthony with his judges. Smashes it in the change. Oh, there we go.
Star frame.
Yeah, awesome.
And Anthony starting with a turkey. So great start there for
Anthony. Yeah.
Hole 4, par 3, 66 metres down into a little guarded green. Quite a nice tight tunnel shot.
Yep. So most people throw something that can a little bit flippy, like a putter, like a tui, or you go for the forehand with something a little bit stable that you want to aim just to the left hand side of the basket and get like a nice flex out of it.
Unfortunately, Anthony hitting an early tree. You've gone for the forehand option with that wide.
Yeah, I pushed it a bit too far out,
Wide
and
flex.
I went around. There's one big tree just to the left of the fairway, and if you can get around that to the left, there's actually quite an open look. Here's
John straight up the middle.
Here's John with his Comet. Yeah, great
Beautiful.
shot, just nailed it. So he'll that should be a tapping bird. I think Zach's throwing his. It's like a Berg, or I think it's like Casterplast. Yeah.
Just falls a bit low there for him.
Throwing putter.
And hits a tree.
Upshot with his Tui. It's a Glow Tui, new Glow Tui from RPM.
Is that one of the tournament discs?
No,
he's throwing, okay.
no. I think he picked the Kia for his tournament disc.
Nice.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Anthony with a patent pending around the body and threads the gap.
Well done. Yeah.
Incredible.
That's his Bear Mountain RPM Kia there.
Beautiful disc.
It is.
Got to hold it after the round.
Great colour.
Beautiful. Now, Willie, you're getting around this tree on a knee.
Yeah.
How are you feeling here? Feeling good?
I had two putters in my hand, and I was like, right, these putters aren't going to get around that tree. So I picked up my Kia that was on the ground and decided to go with that.
And
thankfully
makes the birdie.
Yeah, worked out.
2 slow-mos in a row. Just catching the left side of the basket. Almost no chains.
Just RPM Kia for the little fade-in putts or headwind putts. Magic disc.
We have Zach for
par save, I think.
Par save,
Yep.
probably just inside the circle.
Magic.
Makes it.
Nice.
Zach with a bit of a shaky start, but still not too bad.
Yeah.
No big problems.
No, he's still doing well score-wise, and it was a pretty casual start for everyone, I think. Yeah, the nerves were real, and
yeah. Well, here we go. Turkeys for both John and Willie. So a couple of holes that you would want to get for those birdies.
Definitely.
Here's hole 5, 88 metres back into the field. OB on the path on the right-hand side.
So this one, you just want something possibly that flips up flat and just rides for a little bit, like a Leopard 3 or a T-Bird. Here I'm throwing a Champ Thunderbird because there was a little bit of a headwind. So I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to flip over and go OB on the footpath.
Very common mistake
to
make.
And I'm happy to be out in the open. I've got a putt, probably I'm in circle 2, so here's John throwing his Monarch, and he just keeps it nice and low, gets some good turn out of it, and yeah, he's just a little bit shorter than I am, so he'd still be in circle 2, I think. I think Anthony's throwing his Destroyer here again. He just wanted to hang it out right, and because there was quite a bit of a headwind.
It's an interesting spot in the course where the wind kind of spins around and funnels back towards this tee pad. Yeah,
it is. As you're coming around, it kind of rolls around with the wind, and when you're thrown into this one here, everyone sort of underestimates the wind that's coming through because you can't really feel it because there's trees all around you.
Zach getting through the tree with the forehand.
He pushed that force through this little gap.
Not sure if he intended that route,
but yeah, it was a great shot actually. We were kind of like, wow, that was epic.
And 4 pretty good drives here. So all looks for birdie. You're the furthest out. Just a bit low there.
Yeah, a little bit low. Didn't really give it a go. It was just a little bit outside sort of my comfort zone. And
I think Anthony may be going for the step putt here, which he pulls out so often.
He did, yeah. He did pull it out like all day, and man, it's a rocket. He was pretty determined to get that one in, so that was awesome to see.
Walks it in.
Yeah.
Knew it straight out of the hand.
There's that signature tongue right there with his that Anthony's known for. Here's John with his digger. Super cash. Yeah.
A little bit wide.
Yeah, but he should be able to make that par. Zach parked up with his zone. Gets the bird. Nice.
Couple of tap-ins here.
So I think by this time, John was getting into the rhythm and
back in the groove.
Yeah, he was
feeling
actually
a bit better.
Yeah, just feeling better about being there and not really caring about the nerves and whatnot. So he was just throwing some good shots.
We have hole 6, 86 metres, going from a alternate tee placement on the basketball court. OB on the left in the creek, with the sloping green down to there, which can be quite tricky.
Yeah, there's also the footpath on the right.
Can turn over.
You want to throw something quite flippy. But with this wind, there was a crosswind right to left. It was tricky, this selection, so I think everyone tried to stable up. Anthony threw a destroyer there, and I think Zach's going with his Kia, trying to put on a bit of an Anheuser.
It's a bit of a flex, but still just pushed over to the left there, down the bank. Fortunately not making the creek, but he's behind lucky. A tree.
Yeah. Throwing my Pro Thunderbird. It's quite flippy. I was just trying to get it down the middle as far as possible for a nice, easy second shot.
And great shot here, Willie.
Didn't do too bad.
Straight up the middle, just past the basket.
Yeah, a little bit too far. There's that little bush there. It's going to get him away.
Good backstop.
And John's throwing his gatekeeper.
Yeah, looks like he's leaking left.
Yeah.
And that's finding the water, unfortunately. We have Zach on the knee around the tree.
He's throwing his AVR3 forehand. See if he runs this. Oh!
Hitting the post.
Lucky roll.
Yeah, not quite rolling into the creek there, but great run.
Is he laying up? Is Anthony laying up? Oh, it just left us short.
Yep, down into the creek, unfortunately, so he'll be putting back up for his bogey.
Yeah.
John with the layup there.
Yep, smart play.
And you've got quite an obstructive putt.
Yeah, I was thinking about the scuba here, but I hadn't really practiced it, so I thought, could be good for the camera, but I'll just
and landing safe.
Give it a bit of a soft run.
Anthony with his first bogey of the round.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate. John. Anthony was doing well up until that point, and just unfortunate roll down to the water.
Zach with another par.
He did come in blind though, so
that's true. That is true.
Yeah, he's pretty fresh to the course and didn't really know sort of the lines that everyone was throwing. So
hole 7, 92 metres. This pile of debris is not normally on the hole, but it just makes an extra obstruction.
It does.
And it's the mandatory to the right of the tree with the arrow.
Yeah. So I think Zach's looking at the gap through the middle. No, he's going
wide.
Right. Yeah. So on the first round, I threw my Thunderbird to the right of that tree and managed to park up the hole. And Zach was on my card and he was
saw the idea.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking.
Yeah.
So that shot there.
Beautiful.
I managed to push it through. This time I kind of clipped something. But I made the Mando and I've got a second shot at least.
It is a trickier hole from this long position, just to thread the gap and make the Mando.
Yeah, and usually the tee is not that far right. It's quite central of the footpath. Here is John throwing his gatekeeper.
Gets up there.
Yeah. Hey, that's it. You just want that second look at it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are parking this up, so...
Anthony still hasn't made the Mando, but has a fairly easy throw around.
Yep, I think here he's just throwing that Bear Mountain Kia from RPM Discs and just...
Gets in the circle.
Circle one. John with a nice little upshot. And that's all you want to do in this hole. It's, I mean, you can run for the... go for the bird, but there's so many things in the way, so many obstacles.
So Willie, here you're actually going for this basket, not the one right in front of you.
Yeah. I had a wee gap there and I thought, there's only one way to get through there.
And just using some ground action to get the disc up to the basket.
Forehand gear, just slide it up there and...
Zach with a big birdie look, but just not quite.
Good run. I think that was his old AVR3.
Nice.
Great putt.
Yeah.
With authority.
And there we are.
That's
I think that was
hole 7 done and dusted.
3 pars. Nice work. Hole 8. Tunnel shot, 93 metres, slightly guarded green with those 4 trees around it.
Yeah, so at the moment there's no leaves on the trees and it's quite open.
Yeah.
But usually there's...
Still want to keep it low.
Yeah, you do. Want a low flick
And there's also
shot.
the creek on the left-hand side, which can be a hazard.
That's it. You throw anything overstable and it's going to get a nice skip and just go into that water. Here, Zach pushes his nuke, goes for the forehand line.
Gets it
and it just,
right up there.
Yeah, there was a little bit
really
of crosswind
far.
and it just turned over.
But it just turns into the creek.
Yeah, here I'm throwing my that Pro Thunderbird. It's just nice and flippy. I just want to get out past the trees and just have a nice second open shot.
John drifting a bit high here. He'll probably catch some branches.
Yeah, it's pretty
Land
common.
safe though.
Pretty common spot to be hitting, throwing that drive, because you try and crank it all the way and you end up throwing it a little bit too nose up.
Same as Anthony here. Just catching it a bit high.
Yeah.
But no harm done.
That's it.
Nice upshot here.
It's pretty open. It's not too technical, so you just want to hang it right of the basket and just let it sort of slide in.
It's drifted a little bit left, but
yeah, he was pretty lucky there. It hit that tree and it could have been a lot worse, but it should be, he should be within the circle 1.
That's pretty good there from John.
Yeah.
Get some nice tree action right by the basket.
Awesome.
You running this?
No, I'm just trying
a bit of a step putt.
Yeah, it was kind of a half run.
Yep.
I just wanted to get a nice sort of, easy par.
So here we have Zach determining where his disc went out of bounds.
Yeah.
Tricky shot to see from the tee.
Yeah, it was.
This is what he's faced with.
Yeah.
Is he running this?
I think so. Yeah.
Just high.
Yeah, you kind of have to. I think he's thinking...
It's a pretty safe run.
Yeah, that's it. Got a couple of trees, backstop.
Anthony with a bit of distraction right in front of him. He's a tall dude, so he's...
Yeah, there's some random guy
Those leaves wouldn't bother too many people, but they're right in front of Anthony's face.
Yeah, there was a wind coming through. It just picked up, and Anthony... a little bit... I had a yarn to Anthony after that, and he was just like, man, I just kind of lost concentration. And, but yeah, after he was pretty gutted, he was like, man, that was just silly. So,
well, it happens. But
you know,
he's got a pretty good mental game, so
yeah, he'll get back on the next hole.
Nice par there for John.
Yeah.
Couple of tap outs for everybody else.
Yeah, bogey there for Zach. So let's move on to the next hole.
Hole 9, par 3, 65 metres. Open fairway down into the creek, so distance control a big one for this.
Yeah, you just want to throw pretty much a straight putter straight at that bush on the right hand side and just let it fade in just before the basket. You don't want to go too far, otherwise it might skip because there's quite a clear patch just before the basket. So here I'm throwing a Nate Sexton Firefly and just that's where you want to land it.
John just hyzering out a little bit early there. Didn't quite get enough behind it.
Yeah, I think the wind picked up a little bit and it was pushing from right to left. So
can catch discs.
Yeah, definitely.
Great line here from Zach.
Yeah. It was looking like a bit of an ace run there.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
He had the height. And it's fortunate he hit that cabbage tree.
Really
because
fortunate.
he would have been in the water.
Yep. I think Anthony's throwing his Ruru here, RPM Ruru.
Yeah, and he'll want to get the birdie here.
Yeah,
after
definitely.
that last hole.
Yeah, he'll want to make up for it.
He's left himself a little bit short.
But
putting down to the water.
Yeah, I think he'll be pretty confident.
Right. John with an easy layup.
That's it. You can run it, but it's the water's 5 meters behind the basket, so
with authority.
Yeah.
No problems here. Got the slow-mo.
Awesome slow-mo. Magic. Right in the heart of the chains.
He putts so fast it looks like regular speed.
Yeah, it does.
Zach with an easy tap in for birdie.
Yeah.
And the same for you. And then John with his par. that's it for the front 9. Some pretty good golf on display here at Jelly Park for the lead card. Got a great shot here of Zach almost throwing it in from the knee. And here we have the leaderboard from the front 9. Willie with -6, Zach with -4, Anthony and John on -3, and from the chase card, Bryn and Tyler.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Those dudes, man.
Coming up close. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the back 9.
Thanks, y'all.